Hi, everyone. Happy St. Patrick's Day. My name is Justine Yeager, and I'm the director at the North Pocono Public Library. The library is open. We do have COVID safety procedures in place, like social distancing, masking, and we've been quarantining all library materials when they get returned for about 72 hours, and then they go on to their next location. So we are open, so come see us. I'm here today at the Emerald Isle Step Dancer Studio in Pittston, PA, with Sidney Snyder,
How you doing?
our Irish step dance extraordinaire. Sidney is going to teach us today about all things step dance.
You got it.
One quick note, though, on masks before we start. Masks are very important in slowing the spread of COVID-19, but Sidney and I aren't wearing them today because we're both negative for COVID symptoms, COVID exposure. We also have not traveled or been exposed to travelers. So with that all said, please welcome Sidney Snyder.
All right, happy to get started.
A little background on Sidney. He spent many years as a student and a teacher right here at Emerald Isle Step Dancer Studio.
Shameless plug t-shirt.
He has danced in countless parades, festivals, and other local venues all over northeastern PA. He's also competed at the local and regional level, and he even danced at Disney World.
Many moons ago.
Many moons. I know we're all kind of disappointed about the parades being canceled this year, so we're hoping that doing a little step dance with you will kind of relieve that stress. So I'm new to the Irish step dance world. So I did a little research and on the origins, and I found that there is disagreement over the origins of Irish step dance, but that you can find references to it in Ireland's history throughout the 16th and 17th centuries.
You got it. And it actually dates a little farther back than that even. There are some things that go back to maybe your Celtic and Druidic traditions, and a lot of the Irish step dancing that we do today originally grew out of that, and then it was transformed as Christianity took over Ireland, the Normans, and a lot of other influences that kind of came in and shaped it as we went along.
In my research, I found that most historians agree that by the 18th century, traveling dance masters traveled all over Ireland and taught people how to step dance.
Yeah, you got it. And those were kind of our original teachers. Eventually, it came from them to pass on to their pupils in Ireland, and then they would eventually have so-called celebrations, or feis, as we call them. And a lot of those situations, those celebrations would have dancing, music, food, poetry, just crafting, any sort of thing. And we do carry that along into today's culture, but that's kind of where our original Irish step dance celebrations came from. We do competitions with those these days, and a lot of that still remains.
So we're excited to show you some basic step work today, and talk about even like different styles and shoes. And but I have this question. I don't know about you all, but I'm very curious about, why do step dancers keep their arms at their sides?
We do get that a lot. That's a very specific thing with Irish step dance. We do have very rigid upper bodies, chest out, arms down at our sides, and then a lot of the intricate footwork is done with our feet. Footwork with our feet. But some people say that that was something that Irish step dancers did as Christianity took into Ireland to maybe not show those Druidic or Celtic traditions. As you were maybe dancing in a house, you'd have your windows up above waist height, and all of the footwork would be done with your feet. You'd be keeping the upper half very stiff so it wouldn't look like you were dancing. But the most commonly believed reason is because before they had the outdoor feis, or a lot of the more expansive areas to dance in, they would be in maybe like a crowded barn or a party hall like that, where things were packed. So, you kept your arms down, you weren't elbowing your dancer, your fellow dancer as you went by. And if you were doing a group dance, or a ceilidh as we call them, you'd have your arms at a right angle and you'd be holding hands with someone next to you.
It's wild. So full disclosure, I did practice a little of these moves with Sidney a couple weeks back, but I'm definitely a rookie, so I'm excited to get started. Yes.
And like she said, we're going to be going over a basic traveling step, just a basic traveling move rather, forwards and backwards called a hop 1, 2, 3. And a lot of the terms we're going to use today, such as a bar, an 8 count, hop 1, 2, 3, they might vary slightly via studio or group, but we're going to be working on that traveling motion as well as a very basic jig step, which would traditionally be done with soft shoes, or as girls would call them a ghillie, or as boys would call them a real shoe. So we are going to get into that.
So we're going to learn a few moves, and then we're going to put the moves to music. So let's get started.
All right.
All right.
And we're off.
All right, so let's make sure you can all see us. And here we go.
Yep, and actually we'll move a little closer to the camera
okay.
because as my head's cut off,
Oh, don't cut off your
about
head.
this far.
Here we go.
The very first thing we're going to do is talk about that posture that Justine was talking about with our arms down. The main things you want to remember when you're dancing is that your feet will be doing most of the work, your arms should be at your sides, your chest should be forward and out, and we will talk about a lead-in or kind of a foot motion that we do to get started before we do the step. This is typically done so that everyone's on the same page when we start the step, on the correct foot and on the correct timing. So to start our lead-in, we are going to work with an 8 count. And the 8 count is going to be the beat of the music that we'll be going to today. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 throughout the bar, as we'll call it. And to start the lead-in, we'll start with our heels together, our arms, like I said, straight down.
Now, can I
Chin up.
interject really quick? If you're like me and you have trouble keeping your arms down, one good tip is to grab your pants. Grab your pants.
There's no shame in the pants grab game.
No.
Oftentimes with our students, what we would do is we would get, maybe a quarter. We'd say, okay, hold the quarters in your hands down at your sides. That would keep your hands from opening up, or maybe from, like the pants grab drifting away. We don't want to see any arms kind of flying up and around. But again, something you can work on with your posture.
All right.
So for our 8 count, and again, we'll be doing all of this to music afterwards. This, the hop 1, 2, 3s, and the jig step that we go over. But hands down at our sides, heels together, and we're going to count to 8, with each 2 count being a different motion in our lead-in.
Okay.
So 1, and then on 2, we're going to put our feet together so that the toe of the back foot is touching the heel of the front foot. This is also an oftentimes used Irish step dance starting position. So we'll go 1, set on 2, 3, point on 4. You're going to want to point straight forward, your toe out as far as you can, and if possible, maybe turning your leg in a little bit, and that eliminates the gap between your thighs, because for a lot of Irish step dancing, you want your legs to be close together and very precise downwards. So we have, from the beginning, 1, set on 2, 3, point on 4, 5, and we're going to go onto our toes on 6. You'll see me do a lot of hand motions as I'm teaching, but traditionally if I were dancing this, which we will do towards the end, I will keep my hands down. But 5, up on 6, 7, and 8, we start.
We're gonna back up just a little bit because we're gonna come towards the camera here. All right.
So 1, again, set on 2, 3, point on 4, 5, up on 6, 7, and 8, we begin. The first thing that we're going to do today, which is our traveling motion, this is a very common Irish step dance motion. I'm cutting my head off again. This is a very common step dance motion that we can do not only forwards and backwards like we will today, but as you're doing it forwards, you can do it in many different directions. And they often incorporate this as a traveling move in our ceilidh or our group dances. Ceilidh dances can be done with anywhere from maybe 2 people, which would be a 2 hands holding, to almost an unlimited number depending on the dance you do. There are some such as the Siege of Venice, which you'll have groups of 4, but you could actually do the dance with 100 people if you really wanted to.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's a big party dance, but typically you'll see between 2 and 8 people, 2 to 16 on the high end. But as far as that goes, this is a move that we use to go forwards and backwards in a lead around or kind of like a circular motion. It's a move that we'll use to travel around the stage, such as stuff that you'd see from Riverdance with, Gene Butler and Michael Flatley. But we'll just be going forward for 8, back for 8 on the hop 1, 2, 3. So if we were to do our lead-in and we were ready to go, our hop 1, 2, 3, our first one, we are going to start with a cut up like this. And that's going to go with your front foot to your waist. That's just to signify the first of the group. And the rest of them are going to kind of follow with a booty kicking motion as we move forward. But the hop 1, 2, 3 to show you forwards and sideways. Our first one is going to be, and again on our toes at all times, cut 1, 2, 3. The 1, 2, 3 is going to be a forward, back, forward motion. So from the side, again, it'll look like cut 1, 2, 3. After we do our first one, our back foot is going to come from behind. It's going to hit our butt, and we're going to go put it in front for another 1, 2, 3. So as we do this motion, the way that we call it out often symbolizes what the motion looks like. So for our studio and for our purposes today, it's going to be hop 1, 2, 3, the cut for the first one, and then all subsequent ones for the rest of the 8 are going to be hop 1, 2, 3. Again from behind, hop 1, 2, 3. That hop not only helps us move along to make us speedier going around the room, but it'll also help you get that leg up there to hit the butt. So to do 8 of them, and I'm going to demonstrate a little bit closer, kind of going from the side, but we've got our, and 1, 2, 3, from behind again, hop, 1, 2, 3. I'll do this having a little bit of ankle trouble right now, so I do have my sneakers on, but from behind, hop, 1, 2, 3, hop, 1, 2, 3. That was 4, we're going to be doing 8. So if you are ready,
I'm ready.
we're going to do them towards the camera.
We're coming towards you.
And I believe that this is going to be recorded so that you can kind of follow along, do it at your own pace,
You
and
can
practice.
pause it, you can rewind it. Yes.
Yes.
All right.
But starting from the beginning, we will do our
Keep
lead-in.
your hands at your sides.
Hands at the sides, don't be afraid to hold the pants. But we have our 1 and 2, 3.4, 5, up, 6, 7, and we're going to do 8 slowly coming towards you. So our first one's a cut, 1, 2, 3 from behind, hop, 2, 2, 3 from behind, hop, 3, 2, 3, hop, 4. We've got 4 more, hop, 5, cut off my face again, hop, 6, 2, 3, hop, 7, 2, 3, hop, 8, 2, 3.
Yay.
And the thing with that motion, you'll see that as I cut my head off,
Yes.
you can do them in place, you can do them going backwards even though you're doing the forward step. It's a really versatile move where you can kind of just move along with it. To do them quickly, I could do them around the room. If I wanted to the sides, forward, like I said, you can do them in place. And you don't have to move with it, but for the sake of today, it's easy to move 8 forward, 8 backwards, and that'll be kind of the routine that we're doing. So again, we'll do it slowly. And we have our setting motion leading in with 1, 2, 3.4, 5, 6, 7, a little faster, cut, 1, 2, 3, hop, 2, remember from behind, hop, 3, 2, 3, hop, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, hop, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, hop, 8, 2, 3.
I lost it a little bit there, but we're good. We're good.
If
We're
you
good.
lose it, just give it a shimmy. It's all good.
It's all good. All right.
So that is our hop 1, 2, 3 going forward. The opposite of that, which we'll use to go backwards for 8, hop back 2, 3. So
We're gonna come a little closer.
we can start a little
without cutting
closer,
you
yes.
off. Yeah. Yes.
I'm going to stop right here.
Okay.
But to move backwards, it's going to be the same exact motion. You're going to have the butt kick. You're going to have the 1, 2, 3. But this time your legs from the front are moving behind for each back 2, 3. From the front, behind. We're going to do this right after our hop 1, 2, 3s to go forward. So instead of leading in with this, we're actually going to pretend we just finished our bar, and we'll put it all together as we go along. But after our 8th hop 1, 2, 3 forward, we're going to have our left foot in front. Much like we had the cut to go for our hop 1, 2, 3s forward, we're going to have a very different motion for our very first hop back 2, 3, in which case we're not going to cut behind, but we're just going to kick our butt and go into our first hop back 2, 3.
So start kick
Yep.
kick with the right foot here.
You got it.
All
So
right.
our back leg. And then after that, all the other hop 1, 2, 3s that we're doing, and I can show it sideways, we'll be going the front leg, hop, back, 2, 3, hop, back. And they'll come from the front back.
All right.
So to show it from the front and the sides before we get into it, we'll have our left leg in front, as though we just finished the bar. Our first leg is just going to stay back, hop, back, 2, 3, and then from the front, hop, back, 2, 3, from the front, hop, back, 2, 3, hop, back, 2, 3. Again, to show that from the side, got our left leg in front because we just finished our 8 count forward. And now for the first one, we'll start from behind, hop, back, 2, 3, from the front now, hop, back, 2, 3, hop, back, 2, 3, hop, back, 2, 3.
Right.
So again, don't be afraid to pause, to repeat anything. We are going to show just the back, and then we're going to put it together for the front and back before we move on to our last thing today.
Right.
We will also be doing this to music. There's a lot of different music that you can do this to, and I'll kind of talk about the 8 count, and that we can actually use that with a lot of modern music today, but always try and find music that paces itself for where you're starting. Don't be afraid to start slow. It's better to get the movements down and then speed them up, as opposed to getting them quickly and then cleaning them up. So, as though we're starting at the end of our 8 count and we're starting to move back, again, our left leg is in the front, and we're going to start the booty kick, back 2, 3, and then everyone after that for all 8 is going to be from the front, going back. So, we're just going to count 7, 8, and we're going to go right into it. 7, 2, 3, and 8. From the back, hop, back, 2, from the front, hop, back, keep pulling from the front, hop, back, 2, 3, hop, back, 4 more. And you can see that we are just naturally moving back with this motion. Hop, back, 2, last one, hop, back, 2, 3.
And then maybe we can do that from the side.
We will do that from the side, yes. So,
Okay. See us both here.
yes.
All right.
Justine may be moonwalking across the stage because you do tend to move back. As you kind of get familiar with the motion, which I will demonstrate, maybe if we switch a little bit, you can stay in place while you do this one as well. And that requires you, after the hop back, your 2 3s will kind of be a stepping motion, but Justine will be doing it moving back, and I'll be doing it in place for another 8 count. So we have our left foot in front this time. 7, 2, 3, and here we go. Hop, back, 2, 3, hop, back, 2, 3, hop, back, 2, 3, hop, back, 4 more. Hop, back, last 2, hop, back. Beautifully done.
Thank you.
We are going to do all 8 forward, and then we're going to do all 8 backwards. After that, we'll be putting it to music, just so we can do all of those. And finally, we're going to add a simple single jig step, just to give you your first step work. The way Irish step dance is set up, we have, you can call that a step in terms of the motion that we just did the movement, but they have steps, sets, and ceilidhs, or group dances. Like I said before, the ceilidhs, they will incorporate step work and motion movement, and they will typically have multiple people. But your steps and your sets are kind of like your solo dances. Think of them as like just something that you can incorporate when you're either competing or dancing for a crowd or as part of a routine that you might put together for someone. A step is typically done with an 8 count right leg and an 8 count left leg. So you can think of our forwards and back, hop 1, 2, 3s, hop back 2, 3s as a step in itself, but we will be showing you an actual jig step from here. The sets are a little bit more complex. We won't go into those today. But they're kind of like your well-known TikTok dances of the days of old. They'll have the right and left leg of a step, and then they'll incorporate usually 30 to 40 more seconds of additional dancing. And it's a well-known dance, like I said, a TikTok dance, if you will. It's a well-known dance that people usually recognize, such as 3 Sea Captains or St. Patrick's Day, something like that. So everybody kind of knows the exact step work for that. So,
Shall we do it to the side?
we shall do it to the side.
All right, so make sure we get ourselves on the camera here. All right.
So let's
Shorter so I get up a little bit. There we go. All right.
Let's do forward 8, back 8, non-stop. So this time, as soon as we end our 8 count, of hop 1, 2, 3's forward, we'll be right in line to go with our legs moving back.
All right.
Yep, we're going to do that 2 times, once slowly, once to a medium speed, and then we're going to turn on some music and give it to you once or twice with that as well.
Okay.
So, the full thing, 8 forward, 8 back, we're going to set in because we have the time to do so now, as opposed to being in the middle of the step. So, from the side, 1, set, 2, 3.4, 5, up, 6, 7, and cut. Cut, 1, 2, 3, cut, 2, 2, 3, cut, 3, 2, 3, and 4, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, great job, staying in place, and 8, moving back from the back.
Okay,
Hop,
let me get out of this
back,
way so you can see
2.
Sydney. All right. Okay.
Moving back then, left leg in front, right leg hitting the butt, hop back, 2, 3, hop back, 2, 3, hop back, 2, 3, hop back, 4 more, hop back, 2, 3, hop back. Hopefully you can see the happy grin from Justine because
I'm
she's
traveling.
doing this right now.
I'm getting it.
She's doing fantastically. Watch her, not me.
I don't know about that.
So, what do you say we do it one more time without that pause in the middle, and then we're going to move on to music.
Okay.
All right? So,
Okay.
we have our 1, set, 2, 3.4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Hop, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right back, and 8. Going back, hop back, 2, 3, back, 2, 3, back, 4 more, hop back, 2, 3, hop back, 7, and 8.
Yay.
All right.
All right.
So what we're going to do, I'm going to use my handy dandy phone here,
Music.
put some music on that we have on the system here.
Yes.
For our lead-in, that will coincide, and we're going to count the music with you before we actually dance with it, just to show you how the music will fit, or how the steps will fit into the music. Pardon my being out of breath.
It's tough to instruct and talk at the same time.
It's tough to instruct and talk and think, but, so this is what our music is going to sound like today. It's going to be a traditional jig music, just a slowed down version of a light jig. And like I said, for our step work that we're going to be doing today, it's an 8 count, which for the sake of today, we're going to refer to as 1 bar. Sometimes they refer to 16 counts as a bar. It varies, but we'll use an 8 count as 1 bar. And a lot of the music that we listen to today that has a steady beat can actually be done with an 8 count music. So you will see a lot of Irish step dance troupes do a mixture of traditional and modern music with their set work. So, you could use a Bruno Mars song today with an 8 count, just fine for certain step work, depending on the type of dance you're doing.
And I'm going to have us switch sides so they can really see your fancy footwork here.
Absolutely.
All right.
But to listen to the music now, we're going to listen and we're going to count with it. So again, starting at the light jig, I'll let you listen for a bar and then we'll start counting with it. So if we were counting with it, we would count 1, set, 2, 3.4, 5, up, 6, and here we'd be doing our hop 1, 2, 3s with hop 1, 2, 3, hop 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, hop 5, 2, 3, hop 6, 2, 3, hop 7. Now we're going to our back 2, 3s. Hop back 2, 3, hop back 2, 3, hop back. And that's kind of the speed that we're working with right now. I will start the song over as we actually dance with it. So we're going to go through that twice. We're going to go with our forward and back all together twice with the music. We will look into seeing if we can put some recommendations for music down, or again, a lot of modern pop music. If you find a song, you can kind of count it out yourself and see how fast are you going to be dancing with that. But again, try to get the motions down before you incorporate music, and then start slow with the music. So, to get our music back on, we are going to count, we are going to wait 1 bar, we're going to set in for 1 bar, and then we'll start dancing. So we'll be listening to 4 bars of music overall. 2, 3, 4, our speed, 5, 6, now we're gonna set in. Hopefully you can hear me. 1, set, 2, 3.4, 5, up, 6, 7, and here we go. Cut 1, 2, 3, hop 2, 2, 3, hop 3, 2, 3, hop 4, 2, 3, hop 5, 2, 3, 6. Everybody go back and kick your butt. Hop back, 2, 3, hop back, 2, 3, hop back, 2, 3, hop back, 2, 3. 4 more, 3 more, 7, 2, 3, and here we're done.
Yay!
All right.
All right.
So,
You learned it.
yes, we're gonna go through that one more time to music, and then we'll be hopping into our jig step.
All right.
So let's actually turn and do it forwards for this one, so we
Okay.
can get both views.
I like it.
And from there, we'll go into the jig step. So,
All right.
same as last time, we'll let the music play for an 8 count. We will set in, and then we'll go forward and backwards. 3, 4, 5, 6, our tempo, 7, 2, 3, and setting in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and here we go. Cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Remember, hands down, chest up, chin up. 4 more. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right.
Yay. I missed that first cut, but this is all right. We're learning.
That's all right. She made the cut.
Oh, there you go. Oh, that works.
So, that is our step work moving forwards and backwards. Ultimately today, we want to incorporate that, and we also want to incorporate our jig step. Put it all together, make a nice little routine for you guys. Hopefully you can show off to your parents on St. Patrick's Day, bring it to a party, bring it to a family event. Socially distanced.
Yes.
So, for our step today, we're going to be incorporating a lot of the moves that we do in our hop 1, 2, 3s and hop back 2, 3s. So you'll see the point that we did in our set in. You'll be seeing a cut motion like we did at the beginning of our hop 1, 2, 3s and hop back 2, 3s. We'll be seeing a lot of like the rocking, but instead of 3, we're going to be doing 4 for the step to make it fit into the music. So our step will consist of the same motion 3 times in a row, and then a common ending motion that will get you onto the correct foot to do your left leg of the step. So we'll have our right and left leg. For the step, we are going to start as though we already set in, we're on our toes. Actually, we can demonstrate off the toes for now, but we will be doing all of our dancing on the toes, as is tradition in Irish step dancing once we go to music. But our first thing we're going to do is point, cut, and then after that, we're going to have a hop back 2, 3, 4. So that hop, just like I said, everything that we do, that we talk about today is going to kind of be notated and then shown in our movement with our feet. We're going to go point, up, and then this foot's going to hop back 2, 3, 4. Don't forget the hop. That is a very important part of the step, and that'll keep you on pace with the music. So that motion that we're doing again, point, cut, hop back 2, 3, 4. From the side, we've got our point, got our cut motion, the hop, back 2, 3, 4. So it's back, front with that.
Okay.
Like I said, for the step, we're going to be doing that 3 times in a row, and then we'll incorporate our ending that will switch the way our feet are loaded out so that we can start our left leg. So again, and if Justine, would you like to do it forward and I'll do it from the side so you can see both at once?
Ooh, that's a good idea. Yes.
Ah.
Yes.
So, we're going to do it 3 times in a row right now. We have point, cut, hop, back 2 again, point. Oh, remember, we're bringing our right leg back and front. for all of
Okay, I
these.
got on the left. Okay, so the right is kind of our lead leg and
Yes.
the showcase leg the whole time.
I forgot to mention that. When you do them subsequent times, over and over again, you're going to keep pulling this right leg back and front for that point. So after each back 2, 3, 4, from behind, point up again.
Okay, I'm gonna do my best.
Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah.
So we've got our point, cut, hop, back, 2, 3, 4. From behind, point. Whoop, I'm slipping. Point, cut, hop, back, 2, 3, 4. One more time. From behind, point, cut, hop, back, 2, 3, 4. I wasn't demonstrating the hop there. Again, my ankle's kind of giving out on me, but we can work with this and I'll be going full speed with the music. Our ending is going to be a little bit different. We are going to be pulling our leg from the back again, but instead of a point, we're going to be going into a lift. Much like the cut, it's just a little bit more angled down, but you can cut there if you want. Lift, cut. You want to lift, and here's our hop again.
Lift, put it back down, then cut.
No, just one or the other.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
But it's going to be a lift.
Rookie central. Okay.
You're
Ready.
good, you're good. It's going to be a lift, hop back, 2, 3, 4. So we do have those hops again. We've got our lift, hop back, and now with our leg in the front, we're gonna hop back again. Hop back, 2, 3, 4. You'll see that we ended with our right leg in the front, but now, like we were doing for most of the step, we're going to pull our left leg when we get to that, to do the left side of the step, which is the same as the right side, except it's mirrored. But let's bring it back to the right leg and go through that again. So we've got point, up, hop, back, 2, 3, 4. From behind again, point, up, hop, back, 2, 3, 4. One more time from behind. Point, up, hop, back, 2, 3, 4. With our ending from behind. Right to the lift, hop, back, 2, 3, 4. That is our step. It seems like a lot. The ending's a little bit tough, but remember the first 3 quarters of the step, the first 3 things that we do are the same thing over and over and over again. Let's go through that one more time, and then we'll switch over to our left leg. So right leg in front, we just finished loading in, and we have our point, up, hop back, 2, 3, 4, point, up, hop back, 2, 3, 4. Remember from behind. Point, up, hop back, 2, 3, 4. Ending. Lift, hop back, 2, 3, 4. Into our left leg. So remember, we're pulling from behind for that point up. Left leg goes point, up, hop back, 2, 3, 4. Point, up, hop back, 2, 3, 4. Point, up, hop back, 2, 3, 4. Ending. Lift, hop back, 2, 3, 4.
Yay.
That is our right and our left leg to our first step. So we're gonna try
No
it.
joke.
It is no joke. I'm kind of feeling it in the hammies
Oh,
right
you're
now.
gonna feel
Thighs,
that,
hands,
yes.
everything. So we are going to go straight through the right and left leg one more time, a little bit faster. We'll be trying that to music once or twice. And then, grand finale, we're gonna put it all together. So, if you'd like to go forwards, I can go sideways.
Perfect, because this doesn't really travel as much.
This is a step where the first thing we learned is a traveling step. You could do circles around people, you can go side to side, you can go out in directions.
Okay.
The step, you can travel with it, but traditionally it's a step that you're gonna wanna do in place. You're not really gonna wanna move with that.
Okay, that's good, because I was worried I wasn't moving. Okay, that works then.
So when we do everything all together,
Okay.
we might start a little farther back because we'll be moving first, but as soon as you get to the step, this is something you can do in a smaller space. This is something that doesn't require much more than a few feet around you of clear space.
Okay.
Quick note about that. If you are dancing on a floor such as this, I wouldn't recommend socks. I would recommend either barefoot or sneakers. At home, if you're on the carpet, same thing. Well, if you're on the carpet, you can use anything, but if you're on a kitchen floor or something like that, please don't dance in socks.
Yes, safety first.
Safety first.
Yes, okay.
So we're gonna load in, we're gonna do right and left leg. So we've got 1, set on 2, 3.4, remember half speed, 5, 6, 7, 8. Point, up, hop back to again, point, up, hop back to 3, 4. Point, up, hop back 2, 3, 4, ending, lift, hop back 2, 3, 4. Left leg.
Okay, yes.
From behind, point, up, hop back 2, 3, 4. Point, up, hop back 2, 3, 4. One more time. Point, up, hop back 2, 3, 4. Ending, lift, hop back 2, 3, 4. That is our step right and left.
All right.
We're going to get some music in here, and for now, we're just going to do the step right and left leg.
Okay.
So, just like before, we are going to let the music play for 1 bar. We're going to load in, then we're going to do our right leg and our left leg together, right into each other.
Okay.
Ready to rumble?
I'm ready. Gotta
All right.
get my hands at my sides here.
You got it. Remember,
Yes.
gripping your pants, it saves lives.
It's how I do it.
5, 6, 7, here we go, loading in. 1, set, 2, 3.4, 5, up, 6, 7, 2, 3, and step. Point, up, hop back 2, 3, 4. Point, up, hop back 2, 3, 4. Point, up, ending. Lift, hop back, left leg. Point, up, hop back 2, 3, 4. Point, up, hop back 2, 3, 4. Point, up, hop back 2, 3, 4. Lift, hop back 2, 3, 4. You'll see when I'm doing it full speed, I'm up on my toes, and there's a lot more bounce to what I'm doing. And that's where you're gonna see your hop. When we're doing it half speed, you can hop, but the hops will keep you on beat when you're doing it full speed to music. I'm gonna turn to the side. You can face forward if you'd like.
Yes.
And we're gonna do it one more time before we put everything together. So let's start our music over. And same thing. Listening, setting in, right and left leg. 4, 5, 6, 7, setting in. 1, 2, 3.4, 5, 6, 7, here we go. Point, up, hop back 2, 3, 4. Point, up, hop back 2, 3, 4. Point, up, hop back 2, 3, 4. Lift, hop back, left leg, go. Point, up, hop back, it's all right. Point, up, hop back, that's your best. Point, up, hop back 2, 3, 4. Lift, hop back 2, 3, 4. Your legs will get tangled.
Yes.
It is all right.
Yes.
I'm surprised I haven't fallen over yet today. But that is our step.
Yes.
Right and left leg from the front, from the side to music. All right, our last thing that we're going to do today, like we said before, we're going to incorporate our hop 1, 2, 3s forward, our hop back 2, 3s back. Both of them for an 8 count. So we'll kind of start back here. We'll come forward, we'll go back, and then we're going to do the step right and left leg. I don't know if the camera's flipped, but right and left leg. So, are you ready?
I'm as ready as I'm gonna be.
All right.
Let's do it.
Just like before, we're going to let the music count. We're going to set in, load in, whatever you want to call it. We're going to go forwards, back, right, left. Whole thing, we're going to do that twice for you.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
Remember, posture is key. And here we go, loading in. 1, set, 2, 3.4, 5, up, 6. Here we go. Whole thing. Right leg. Cut 1, 2, 3. Hop 2, 2, 3. Hop 3, 2, 3. Hop 4, 2, 3. 5, 2, 3. Hop 6, 2, 3. 7, going back. Kick that butt. Hop back, 2, 3. Hop back, 2, 3. Hop back. Hop 4, 2, 3. 5, 6. Remember, right into the step. Point. Point. Up. Hop back again. Point. up, one more time. Point, up, hop back, 2, 3, 4, ending, lift, hop back, 2, 3, 4. Point, up, hop back, 2, 3, 4. Point, up, hop back, 2, 3, 4. Point, up, hop back, 2, 3, 4. Lift, hop back, 2, 3, 4. All right, one more time and then we are all good.
So you do from the side this time?
Yes.
All right. All right, from the
All right,
side.
from the side, and we are going to clean up there. 6,
Should I be back?
7, you can go whatever way you like.
Oh, here we go.
1, set, 2, 3, point, 4, 5, up, 6, 7, 2, 3, and here we go. Hop 1, 2, 3, hop 2, 2, 3. Hop 4, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, going back. Hop 8, 2, 3, hop back, 2, 3, hop back, 2, 3. Hop 4, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, hello, hop, step work. Point, up, hop back, 2, 3, 4. Point, up, hop back, 2, 3, 4. Point, up, hop back, ending. Lift, hop back, left leg.
I lost it.
Point, up, it's all good. Point, up, hop back, 2, 3, 4. Point, up, hop back, ending. Lift, hop back, hop back. I am out of breath. But that is it.
So that is our Irish step dance for today, St. Patrick's Day.
Yep.
Um,
Hope you enjoyed the tutorial.
We do, and we were working hard for it, and we hope you enjoy your day. All the luck of the Irish be with you.
Yep, shameless plug. Check out the Emerald Isle Step Dancers.
Emerald Isle Step Dancers. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.